Welcome back. Now, 4Sight today becomes the first AltX company to transfer its listing to the main board general segment. The multinational diversified technology group now stands to gain increased credibility and gain access to broader market opportunities. 4Sight Group CEO Tertius Zitzke joins us now to unpack the listing in greater detail. Thank you so much for your time and really just joining us on this milestone, Tertius. Firstly, talk to me about the journey that you've taken as a listed company and really what's driving the move from the AltX to the main board.
Thank you very much for the time. Yeah, I think the last 7 years since we listed on the AltX, the first 2 years were a bit problematic, and then I became CEO 5 years ago, and we had to fix a lot of things, and we fixed it. And when COVID struck, beginning 2020, that was my third month in the chair, and it really we had to work very, very carefully to make this work, and we re-strategized. And we just delivered, and COVID actually played into our hands with this remote working and the modern digital enterprise, and the modern new workplace. And that's what we do for a living, supplying information technology systems to companies and operational technologies, and then our channel partner business into the rest of Africa as well. So it worked out very well, double-digit growth over 4 years, the last 4 years. And we sat and we had conversations whether we should delist or not, because it was the big delisting thing going on the last 2 years. And we decided, no, let's grow this. And I said, let's make the first billion. And then the JSE announced their new general section in the main board. And we looked at that and we evaluated that. And we decided to apply for that. So you ask about the transition. It went very smoothly, I must say. The JSE really, their staff, they assisted us a lot in our Java, our sponsors. And they were not even, we asked, any questions, feedbacks. They said, no, this application was perfect and the motivation to do it. And we're there now today. I think we're one of the very few tech companies on the JSE, and we are looking forward for that 10 billion turnover very soon.
Two things have stood out for me there. The fact that COVID, that sunk a lot of businesses, actually catapulted your strategic strength and growth trajectory, but also looking at the fact that there were a number of delisting for a time on the JSE, but instead of delisting, you decided to actually grow the company and actually move on to the next phase. I mean, just talk about the timing of then this move from the AltX to the main board. Do you think that this is the perfect timing in terms of the technology space where it is going, but also just investor appetite at this point?
Yes, I think when I did my speech today, I announced our new partnership with Armada. It's the next new chapter in our technology. Armada being a joint venture company between Microsoft and Starlink. That's connectivity at the edge all over Africa. We put out a press release on that it's out. This was out 10 o'clock this morning. And that's the next phase, to take everything that we do and really take it into that technologies onto the edge. I mean, the new connectivity, hype will be through satellites in the world. There was a report the other night on CNN, on the danger and the sabotage on undersea cables, And I think luckily, satellites are a bit far for a sabotage guy. He still needs to hire a spacecraft somewhere. But so we're driving that very strongly. We've got a big launch on that at the Mining Indaba next week in Cape Town. We've got a joint stand with them. And we're looking forward to this new technologies and the platforms that we're going to deliver our services on. Things are looking very bright for us.
Yeah, I mean, just talk to us also about, the journey also with AI, considering where AI is going. We were even just talking now about the disruption that has come from DeepSeek. How are you going to navigate and really cement your role as 4Sight in that AI landscape as well?
So the last, I think when Microsoft released their Copilots, 2 years ago now, when Satya released that first version, and the whole world was grabbed with that new thing.
Yeah.
We were waiting for that, and 3 months after that, that was just when we released our year results in April 23.
Yeah.
And 3 months later, when I had my interviews on those results, I think I had 17 interviews, and only 2 guys asked me about our performance. The rest all asked about this new technology. I did a course at MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, on co-pilots or artificial intelligence for business and communities, and that really helped me to form our strategy.
Okay.
And we launched over December and January this year on our Facebook and our social media, LinkedIn channels, examples, because artificial intelligence and all these co-pilots in business is very different from just normal sort of inquiries and analysis on documents or whatever.
Yeah.
So we really need to build those agents, and that's what you call them now, the agents that will work for our people in the workplace. For instance, a simple example is, last year, we applied to the JSE if we can release our annual integrated report with co-pilots on our website. And then, okay, they said no. Okay, we expected that. They want a PDF signed and sealed and whatever by the auditors. And that because that's good governance. And then we published it with a co-pilot online. It's on our first landing page of our website. And you can ask questions over 5 years of financial documents. And that's where the thing comes in of responsible AI, that if a guy asks the question now, should I buy 4Sight's shares? What's the answer that he must get? So that's where we can manipulate the answer. And that's where responsible AI comes in very strongly now. And security, that, we answer him with facts. This is the growth, this was the turnover, that's the facts.
All right. Well, we do have to leave the conversation there, but thank you so much for your time, and looking forward to more conversations on the company and the company's performance in the future. And a really great thing that it has done for the expansion of the JSE main board. Thank you so much, Tertius. That was Tertius Zitzke, Group CEO for 4Sight.